Asylum seekers were sleeping rough in Dublin last night. I'm joined now by Aubrey McCarthy, Chairman of Tiglin Homeless Services. Good morning to you, Aubrey. You heard the Minister there say, look, everything that can be done is being done. Is that right? Is enough being done?
I think the government are certainly dealing with a huge issue regarding migration, and I know the figures are showing roughly about 310 international protection applicants are arriving into Ireland each week. And so what has happened is the main hub at Citywest, which was set up to hold 370 people, presently has 858 people staying there. So, I mean, that is just, it's not correct, and it's just not, that can't continue.
So it's about 300% capacity, roughly speaking.
Roughly. But even yesterday, Ciara, we operate the homeless services in Trinity, right beside Trinity College, beside the Trinity Hotel, Pearse Street, called the Lighthouse. And we also have homeless housing beside the forecourt and on Pearse Street. And also we do refugee accommodation as well. But we are bursting at the seams. And yesterday, we usually serve up to 250 people for dinner. Yesterday, we had 30% again increase on the meals. Last night, the same 35% increase. So if that continues, what is going to happen is you're going to have people in sleeping bags, in doorways, and that can't happen. There are other options.
And that's what I was going to ask you, Aubrey. Tell us the solutions, if there are any.
Well, what I'm saying is we need to look at all options, such as you're walking around Dublin, you see Jury's Hotel in Ballsbridge, you see the Baggot Street Hospital. There are areas, old buildings that were used for student accommodation, hotels, etc. And some of them are perhaps in Nama, but these have to be utilised at the moment. And the government it needs to be an all-party and all-government response to it, so that we can deal with this shortage, which is going to last, I'd say, until mid-February.
Okay, and that was my very last question to you. If we continue to see an extra 300 per week arriving ad infinitum, I mean, is there an upper limit, or can there not be an upper limit of the amount of people that we accept?
See, the problem is we've been told by our Taoiseach, Leo Varadkar, that we have an obligation to accept international refugees. But I will say that I rarely receive emails from the Refugee Council, and I got one last night to say, please be aware that your services are going to be inundated, and then they outline our services. They're delighted with our help, but we're only a volunteer charity, Tiglin, and so we can't fund and house the people, but we're doing our best. But we're one of many. We appreciate that, and look, thank you very much for speaking to us this morning. That is Aubrey McCarthy, their Chairman of Tiglin Homeless Services.